Oh, you're barking up the wrong tree, Meg. I'm an atheist. What's that? I don't believe in God.
What?
This is the L2.
What?
Damn it, Pangborn, you're supposed to be this.
You know how I feel about that.
Sorry.
Ryan, it's
Yeah, I'm supposed to be on vacation for one more week. So come on. Okay. This is the O2C Media Network. That's good. That's good. Now let's bring it on home. This is Sports Final with Steve the Baxman Baxley, and it's sponsored in part by the L2C Media Network. And now, that's right, read the tag. And now, with the headline, with the details that make the headlines hot in sports, here's Steve. Howdy. How you doing, everybody? Good evening. Welcome to the program. And
I'm sorry, what were we talking about?
what can I say, but it is an honor to be here, as usual. It's our Saturday night show. We're a little late, but we're here nonetheless. So let's stop the yakking and get with the fun, shall we? It's
We'll get to you, Brent. I want a hamburger.
It's,
cheeseburger. I want a hot dog. I want a milkshake.
There we go.
No, thank you.
There we go. Thank you. Okay, let's get to the headlines, the details, and all that. Sort of a calm day in sports. And most of it's dealing with the NFL, so let's get to it. We do have some UFC stuff and everything else. NBA getting ready for their All-Star game, so ready? Let us begin. And there's a lot of rumors going around about Jimmy Garoppolo and where he's going to be. San Francisco 49er general manager John Lynch really believes that Garoppolo will be back as the team's starting quarterback in 2021, but the rest of the NFL, well, they're not so sure. That includes his old team, the New England Patriots, who still have the 29-year-old signal caller as their top target for the upcoming season. That's according to Greg Bedard of the Boston Sports Journal, who reported this week that Garoppolo is far and away their plan A at quarterback for this season. Bedard said on his Patriots podcast, the optimal situation for the Patriots this coming season is Jimmy G coming back here. Now, that would require the 49ers initiating or at least listening to trade offers for Garoppolo, who is under contract 22. But that doesn't seem out of the realm of possibility. Regardless of Lynch's latest insistence that Garoppolo could return under center, Lynch, after all, is still just 1 year removed from admitting to a potential pursuit of Tom Brady as a Garoppolo replacement. And Coach Kyle Shanahan has been even more upfront about the possibility of upgrading at quarterback ahead of 2021. The Patriots' reported interest in Garoppolo comes as no surprise. 4 years after trading the former second-round draft pick to San Francisco, New England is in true dire need of a successor to Tom Brady, who gave way to a middling and injured Cam Newton in 2020. The Patriots are reportedly not enamored with this year's crop of free agent QBs, which would include Newton. They've reportedly already been calling about every veteran signal caller perceived to be available via trade. Now, Garoppolo spent the first 4 seasons of his career in New England as Brady's backup, a 2-time Super Bowl champion with the Pats. He's posted solid numbers as a starter for the Niners, but has also struggled to stay on the field, missing 23 games since 2018. And by the way, last night I was in the red flannels. Today, on Mindy's stream I was wearing them, but I sort of had to change into the civilian skivvies today, or tonight for the broadcast. Tomorrow, the red flannels will return. There you go. I just want to say that now. Garoppolo spent, as we said, the first 4 seasons of his career in New England as Brady's backup. He's a 2-time Super Bowl champion with the Pats. He's posted solid numbers as a starter for the Niners, but has also struggled to stay on the field, missing 23 games since 2018. And I know we turned down the TV there. I made the error. Well, I made the error. You get everything here. You also get family life, which isn't bad when you think about it. I hope you do think about it. There you go. Anyway, let's continue on with more stuff from a, as I said, somewhat packed day in sports. Not exactly big packed, but packed nonetheless. Skol. Okay, let's keep this ball a-rolling with more Mora. I'm sorry if I'm doing the ums. They're disgraceful. Would the Bears want to risk everything for one quarterback or for one big name? Well, maybe. Russell Wilson is now averse to moving on from the Seattle Seahawks if weeks of reports and leaks from the quarterback's own camp are to be believed. And now one of Wilson's 4 preferred landing spots, the Chicago Bears, have reportedly made an offer that Seattle may not want to refuse for the superstar signal caller, which is their top priority of the 2021 offseason. Does that mean the deal could be likely? Maybe, maybe not. But it does have some nice little gabbing from all of us people who are football fans or sports hosts. There is growing belief that Wilson can, in fact, be pried away from Seattle, and anyone who's followed the Bears quarterback in recent years knows Chicago would probably be more inclined than anyone to pay a premium or a big price for the former Super Bowl MVP. What could the Bears offer? Well, they're not loaded with elite assets. I mean, if general manager Ryan Pace actually keeps Seattle on the phone, obviously odds are that he's going to need to package multiple first-round draft picks with one, if not 2, of his best chips. Most logical would be Nick Foles, quarterback. At 32, with no more than 11 single-season starts in his career and 3 different employers in the last 3 years, former Eagles standout will nearly satisfy Seattle's need for a new QB, even a short-term one. But his inclusion wouldn't be totally insignificant, seeing as though he can offer at least serviceable starting experience and can be cut without much penalty after 2021. In run for Seattle, he'd be better off than he was in Chicago at 2020. About Akeem Hicks, 31-year-old, 2 seasons removed from All-Pro honors. He's 1, maybe 2-year rental to plug the interior. The Bears, to be frank, might benefit more from saying adios, seeing as his departure would clear a big chunk of cap space. But Seahawks are always looking to solidify their defensive front, and Hicks would still represent an upgrade, but he'd have to be paired with a handful of high picks. Or how about this guy, Khalil Mack? Now, Bear fans may scoff, but if parting ways with Mack meant bringing Russell Wilson to the Windy City, I have a feeling Chicago Bears management would probably sell their own mothers to get Russell Wilson. See, the 30-year-old ferocious edge rusher could still have a half-decade of Pro Bowl production in the tank, but that's also why he brings so much value to a trade. Seattle would assuredly embrace a talent of his caliber for a transitioning defense, while Chicago would save more than $75 million from 2022 to 2024 by unloading this mega contract. Or how about maybe Robert Quinn? He got a 5-year, $70 million deal from the Bears. And at 29, he is a pass-rushing journeyman at this stage of his career. He'd be nowhere near as enticing as Mack, but Well, you never know. He'd be the best pressure man in years for Seattle. How about Kyle Fuller? Adding him to the door, maybe Jalen Johnson. Either way, Seattle, I'd listen to Chicago. We got some chips for you. Take one, take two, take them all, and give Russell Wilson what he wants. That'd be something good, wouldn't it? Or wouldn't it? Stand up straight. Okay. In the National Hockey League, and don't worry, folks, like I said, we got scores as well. And tomorrow, it's going to be the Red Flannels. I wore them once tonight. Well, there goes. The Vegas Golden Knights, well, you know, when most people go to hotels and something happens, like a fire or flood, you're asked to, well, I wouldn't say fire or flood, but if something happens to the hotel, you got a choice, either stay or get the hell out. Well, the Vegas Golden Knights were forced to scramble and find a new hotel when the one they were staying in for the game against San Jose on Friday went bankrupt and was closed. That's right. The Fairmont Hotel filed for bankruptcy Friday, reported by the Las Vegas Review-Journal. The players were notified through Director of Team Services Rick Bronstein, who told players to pack their bags and bring their belongings when the team left for the game. The team had already eaten a pregame meal and taken an afternoon nap prior to the announcement. Well, that's very nice. Coach Pete DeBoer said, courtesy of the Review-Journal, "It was just a surreal experience. Hopefully, this is the end of the COVID year, but it was almost the topping on top of the cake for what the past year has been for everybody in the world. Just another thing thrown at you, another thing to deal with," end quote. Not that I'm putting it in the same breath as dealing with COVID, but it was just one of those things we got thrown at us. We dealt with it. Now, the Golden Knights wound up beating the Sharks, even with the odd occurrence, in a 5-4 OT victory. Vegas ended up checking into a new hotel after the win. Yay! Ain't that nice? That's truly nice. I wonder if they got comped. I don't know. Anyway, we move on. In fact, we pause the headlines to give you some scores. That's right. We give you scores because, well, we care about you, the home viewer. Okay, let's get to it. Let's get to the men's basketball collage. That's right, college basketball. Now, tomorrow, at least here, Michigan State, 3:30. You can catch the game on CBS. Sunday, live from the Breslin Arena. Now then, as we said in our little promo on our Facebook page, there was some big games tonight and a couple of little upsets. Yeah, a lot to wait for here. So let's wait patiently. Skull. All right, here we go, face to face. Two games still going. They're going slowly into halftime. Right now, 125 in the first half. Wyoming leads UNLV 42-30. Triple threes in the first half, 3:33 remaining. Utah is down on Fresno State. Fresno State leads 21-14. Now some final scores, and by the way, midnight Eastern, Santa Clara will take on Pepperdine. Let's go now for some final scores. Here's a big old upset, and I wish we had our Boy, I wish we had it. No, there it is. Is it good? Thank you. We got an upset. Our upset horn is broken here. Okay. Play it up. Number 4, Illinois defeated number 7th ranked Ohio State 73-68. 17th ranked Oklahoma State, an 85-80 winner over number 6 West Virginia. 8th ranked Alabama, an 89-79 winner over Georgia. 10th ranked Villanova lost to Providence 54-52. Notre Dame defeated 11th ranked Florida State 83-73. Arkansas defeated Texas A&M. 12th ranked Arkansas beat Texas A&M 87-80. 14th ranked Creighton, a 93-73 winner over Butler. 20th ranked Loyola Chicago. Almost said Loyola College. It's Loyola of Chicago, 65-49 over Indiana State. 21st ranked Virginia, 68-58 winner over Louisville. 23rd ranked Purdue, 67-58 over Indiana. Bryant over Sacred Heart, 85-55. Clemson, a 77-62 winner over Pittsburgh. Kentucky over South Carolina, 92-64. Rutgers in overtime defeated Minnesota 77-70. Loyola Maryland over Navy 76-68. UConn over Georgetown 98-82. UNC Greensboro over the Citadel 80-72. Auburn over Mississippi State 78-71. Colgate was smiling at Boston University and won 77-69. Bing the bell, because 69 is a workable number. Sacramento State over Montana State 74-73. Wichita State an 86-3 winner over South Florida. Bucknell a 92-84 winner over Lafayette. Marshall over Charlotte 75-66. Northwestern State over Central Arkansas, 79-70. UMass Lowell, a 79-77 winner over UMBC. Utah, 98-59 winner over Arizona State. Mount St. Mary, a 66-60 winner over Wagner. Eastern Tennessee State, 63-53 winner over Chattanooga. Army West Point, an 89-66 winner over America. Elon over Townsend, 69-48. LSU 86-60 over Missouri, and Missouri loves company. Southern Utah 73-54 over Portland State. Prairie View over Alcorn 81-69. Abilene Christian over UIW 85-60. Drake over Missouri State 71-69. Texas Southern 80-74 win over Southern University. Southern California 64-63 over UCLA, UCLA. Hartford 71-65 winner over Vermont. Delaware State over Morgan State 82-75. Kansas State over Iowa State 61-56. Lamar University over McNeese 60-51. University of Alabama Birmingham 65-61 over North Texas. Western Kentucky over Old Dominion 60-57. Mercer 62-61 winner over Wolford. A&M Corpus Christi 94-70 winner over Houston Baptist. Didn't know Houston had those. Louisiana over South Alabama 79-68. North Carolina over Duke 91-73. SFA over Sam Houston 64-59. St. Bonaventure over St. Louis 71-53. Georgia State over Arkansas State 71-68. Jackson State over Alabama State 79-54. South Dakota over Omaha 84-71. UC Riverside over CSUN 66-65. UC Irvine over Long Beach State 73-56. Ole Miss over Vanderbilt 56-46. St. John's New York over Seton Hall 81-71. UC Davis over Hawaii. I'm fine. How are you? 74-66. William and Mary both beat UNCW 73-60. Morehead State collapsed Belmont 86-71. VMI in overtime defeated Furman 91-90. Nolans over southeastern Louisiana in overtime 81-76. UC San Diego, well, if you do, let us know where it is. They beat Cal State Fullerton 85-76. UC Santa Barbara over Cal Polytech 70-54. Tarleton State over University of Texas Rio Grande Valley 69-58. Coastal Carolina, an 86-68 winner over Troy. Cal Baptist over Seattle University, 79-76. New Mexico, 68, or Dixie State, 56. Grambling over Alabama A&M, 80-72. Grand Canyon over Utah Valley, 74-64. Marquette over Xavier, 66-59. St. Mary of California over LMU of California, 52-47. Appalachian State, 76-73 over Texas State in overtime. VCU over Davidson, 64-52. South Dakota, an 86-69 winner over Western Illinois. And that's the men. How about the women? Did they play? You better believe they played. And by the way, tomorrow, 3:30, don't forget, CBS, Michigan State. Michigan State has to win. Has went to keep their hopes of that long streak alive of being in tournaments. Well, here goes. Do we have what it takes, Danny? Yes, we do. And we've only got one game to report that is still going on. 6:31, the third. It is UC Davis 35, Hawaii 30. All the rest are finals. Let's go to it. Number one ranked Connecticut over St. John's, New York, 77-41. 15th ranked Georgia, 74-68 winner over number 2, Texas A&M. Third ranked North Carolina State over Georgia Tech, 66-61. Fifth ranked Louisville over Syracuse, 72-58. Sixth ranked Baylor, an 83-67 winner over Kansas. Seventh ranked South Carolina beat 14th ranked Tennessee, 67-52. Eighth ranked Maryland, an 88-61 winner over Penn State. 10th ranked Indiana, 74-59 winner over Purdue. 12th ranked Michigan, a 63-58 winner over Northwestern. Omaha over 21st ranked South Dakota, 52-40. 23rd ranked Missouri State, an 85-44 winner over Evansville. 25th ranked DePaul lost to Villanova, 76-72 in overtime. Northwestern State, a 50-45 winner over Central Arkansas. Another overtime shooter. That was Troy, 105-90 over Texas State. Appalachian State, a 54-46 winner over UT Arlington. Ball State, a 76-69 winner over Western Michigan. Central Michigan over Northern Illinois, 74-68. Ohio over Miami of Ohio, 84-70. Stetson in overtime beat Jacksonville 68-64. Alcorn defeated Prairie View 57-53. Abilene Christian 64. UIW 55. Buffalo 69. Bowling Green 68 in overtime. New Mexico 71. Chicago State 47. Kent State 64. Akron 58. Lamar University over McNeese 68-69. Correction. That should be 68-60, so negate the bell. Michigan State over Wisconsin. Where's Michigan State over Wisconsin? Thank you. Michigan State over Wisconsin, 67-54. Santa Clara over LMU of California, 83-68. Southern University at 53-50. Slam Dance over Texas Southern. Toledo over Eastern Michigan, 59-55. USC Upstate over Charleston, Southern 72-64. Louisiana over South Alabama 65-4-6. Charlotte over Florida Atlantic 83-73. Little Rock over Georgia State 75-68. Houston Baptist over A&M Corpus Christi 78-70. SFA over Sam Houston 69-57. Belmont over UT Martin 83-75. South Dakota over Oral Roberts 89-66. Drake, good singer, great basketball 71-66 over Valparaiso. Jackson State over Alabama State 64-62. Illinois State over Loyola of Chicago 60-45. North Florida 77-49 winner over Bellarmine. Bradley over Indiana State 80-58. UC Santa Barbara 78. Cal Poly 68. Florida Gold Coast 65-50 winner over Liberty. Southeastern Louisiana over New Orleans 75-48. North Texas over Rice 75-66. San Francisco over St. Mary's of California 69-63. UNI 64-41 over Southern Illinois. Marquette 68-43 over Providence. California Baptist 62-46 over Seattle University. Grambling over Alabama A&W 72-68. Long Beach over UC Irvine 80-62. UC San Diego over Cal State Fullerton in overtime 68-66. Iowa over Nebraska 83-75. And Creighton over Seton Hall 83-76. And that is a look at those scores. By the way, right now on Rekieta Law, it is a Saturday edition with Nick Rekieta and Ty Beard. Just 11 minutes into the show. They're going to update things for the whole week that was. Talk about some other things as well. Before we get to the pro shots, let's talk NBA. Of course, the NBA with their All-Star game, that's why nothing is going on. But Adam Silver had his usual state of the league address. And as we all know, NBA All-Star Weekend has arrived, though this year all of the main events have been condensed into one-night affair on Sunday in Atlanta. However, there was one item that still took place on Saturday, and that was Adam Silver's annual All-Star press conference, or as we like to call it, the State of the NBA. Silver touched on a number of topics regarding both present and future of the league. A little rundown of the comments. A bubble was never going to be an option for an entire regular season, as players simply wouldn't have agreed to leave their families for that long. However, with COVID-19 still having a major impact on the league and the country as a whole, there are some questions about whether the league would go back to a bubble for the playoffs to ensure player safety and competitive fairness. Now, Silver did acknowledge that the virus is in charge, but said the league currently has no plans to recreate the bubble for the playoffs. Now, as for the logo, we all know who the logo was for, Jerry West, but this was also another big topic. Another big topic around the league lately, at least on the social media service, has been a renewed push to change the NBA logo from Jerry West silhouette to that of Kobe Bryant. Brooklyn Nets guard Kyrie Irving suggested that Kobe would be the new logo, and he has plenty of players and fans, but not so much from league office. However, Silver pretty much shut down that idea. He eviscerated it. There are, quote, there are no ongoing discussions about changing the logo. The logo is iconic. It doesn't feel to me that this is the appropriate moment. We agree. Also, the topic The league of the NBA was canceled last year due to the pandemic. It's not clear if it will happen this year either. It's usually a July event, but with the adjusted schedule means the playoffs will be going well into that month. So if it does happen at all, it'll be later than usual. Silver noted that he hopes they'll be able to figure something out, but discussions are still underway. The league reversed course and announced they would be holding an all-star game after all this year. It was met with confusion and concern from various parties. Players were frustrated. LeBron James called it a slap in the face, and Atlanta's Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms was worried about people traveling to her city and hosting events during the pandemic. Well, it turns out she was right to have those concerns, a league spokesman said. The league has sent out over 200 cease and desist letters to promoters, event hosts across the city, requiring them to stop using the NBA name and logo. And while that might work to get the branding changed, it's unlikely all the events will be shut down. Now, as for players, they're not going to have any opportunity to be out and about during the weekend. The league has created a mini bubble environment, and all players are required to check into the official hotel by Saturday night and remain there until the game on Sunday. And there are some other things, but we'll talk about those tomorrow as well. Okay. Let's get you back in the swing of things with the prologue. That's right. It's time for pro basketball. Then we'll go to pro hockey and get you updated on the UFC. So let's go hand in hand to that wonderful place that we all understand. Yes, indeed. Okay, one more thing in the National Football League. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers won their first Super Bowl in nearly 2 decades in February. And they did again in large part because they successfully lured future Hall of Famer Tom Brady from New England. Now they're working to keep him for at least several more seasons. Weeks after Bucs general manager Jason Licht hinted the team could sign Brady to a new contract, NFL insider for CBS Sports Jason La Canfora reports the two sides have begun working towards just that. Brady, who signed a 2-year deal worth up to $53.375 million with Tampa Bay last offseason, is currently exploring options to extend his deal. Per Canfora, the extension wouldn't just keep Brady tied to the Bucs beyond 2021, his age 44 season. It will more importantly enable the team to relocate or reallocate resources in 2021 free agency. Now, Brady's objective is to do what he can to help retain great players and build the foundation for more success, La Canfora reports. Brady is fixated on more Lombardis and knows the Bucs are in a bind. With their pending free agents, that includes starting wide receiver Chris Godwin, star pass rusher Shaquille Barrett, and veteran defensive tackle Ndamukong Suh. All of them are set to hit the open market later this month. Both Godwin and Barrett have been speculated as candidates to receive the Bucs franchise tag, lucrative extension to keep both Super Bowl starters in town. Now, Brady, of course, is well known for consistently taking under-market deals during his 20-year run in New England. The 7-time Super Bowl champion is currently set to count $28.375 million against the 2021 salary cap, the 6th largest figure among active QBs. Vick didn't appear phased by the chance of Brady playing deep into his 40s when discussing the QB's contract in February. He said, of an extension, it's a possibility. He certainly didn't look like he slowed down any year. So that's a possibility. We'll have to see how that goes. It appears that he really had a good time this year winning the Super Bowl. He likes our organization, likes our coaches, our head coach and ownership, and we certainly love him. And when you have those things going for each other, it's a match made in heaven. So I'd like to keep it going. Don't we all? Okay. We're almost out of our headline funk. It's time right now to get you ready for the rest of the scores. Let's start off with the NBA. Don't worry, we haven't forgotten the UFC 259. And tomorrow, midnight Eastern, it's Red Flannel Night on Sports Flannel. Sports Final, which I think we'll name for that night Sports Flannel. Either way, I will be wearing the flannels tomorrow night, midnight Eastern time. Please watch. This is going to be fun. Easy night. It is. Let's get. Oh, I forget. There's only one NBA score. And that's tomorrow. So the NBA is off. Let's go to the NHL. Then we'll get you some college hockey, some minor league hockey, and we'll get you some other scores and more here on our broadcast before we are released into the woods to hibernate for at least a little while. Okay. Let's get going with the NBA off. Let's go for some NHL scores. Shallst we? Shallst we? And we shallst. And hopefully some of these will contain our 3-star selection. And we'll hit the UFC, and then we'll get you the scoreboard. And by the way, all scoreboard sponsored by William Hill Sportsbook. Let's make it interesting, but do it responsibly. Okay, we got 2 games still going on right now, and in the third period, almost said quarter, third period, 9:31 remaining. Now, okay, updated. Thank you. 7:27 remaining in regulation. We have to say that for the purpose of the Calgary Flames, Edmonton Oilers. They're tied at 2. Early in the third, well, might as well, yeah, early in the third, unless the Sharks make a big comeback, this will probably be the final score. Golden Knights of Vegas 3, San Jose Sharks 0. Final scores: New York Rangers over the New Jersey Devils 6-3. Keitel for the Rangers, 1 goal, 1 assist. Fox for the Rangers, 1 goal, 1 assist. Rooney for the Rangers, 1 goal. New York Islanders over the Buffalo Sabres 5-2. Mayfield for the Islanders, 1 goal, 1 assist. Barzal for New York Islanders, 1 goal, 1 assist. And Lee for the Islanders, 1 goal, 1 assist. Penguins upset the Flyers 4-3. Malkin from Pittsburgh was in the middle. Malkin in the middle. Yep. 1 goal, 1 assist. Tanny for Pittsburgh, 2 assists. Lawton for Philadelphia, 2 assists. Florida Panthers, they're in Miami, beat the Nashville Predators 6-2. It's Akari, thank you, for Florida, 2 goals. Ekblad for Florida, a goal and an assist. Forsberg for Nashville, 2 assists. Arizona Coyotes beat the Minnesota Wild 5-2. Garland for Arizona, 1 goal, 1 assist. Pitlick for Arizona, 2 goals. And Shisharon for Arizona, 1 goal. Earlier game of the CBC Hockey Night in Canada Double Dip. Canucks 4, Maple Leafs 2. Busser for Vancouver, 1 goal, 2 assists. Horvat for Vancouver, 1 goal, 1 assist. And Miller for Vancouver, 1 goal, 2 assists. Les Canadiens de Montreal over the Winnipeg Jets, 7-1. Gallagher for Montreal, 2 goals and an assist. Toffoli for Montreal, 1 goal, 1 assist. And Tatar for Montreal, 3 assists. Dallas Stars over the Columbus Blue Jackets, 5-0. Ottinger for Dallas, 21 saves. Heikkinen for Dallas, 1 goal. And Hintz for Dallas, 1 goal, 1 assist. Final in overtime, the Anaheim now Mighty Ducks, 5-4 overtime winner over the Colorado Avalanche. No 3 stars reported. And the LA Kings beat the St. Louis Blues in overtime 4-3. Kopitar for Los Angeles, 2 goals, 1 assist. Kemp for Los Angeles, 1 goal. And for St. Louis, Shine, 2 assists. That's the NHL. Now it's time, boys and girls, for a trip around the wide world of Deportes, otherwise known as the sports world's happy time. It's time for us to bring you all the lights of a beautiful night and day in sports. And that's in football. And we got a ton of stuff to talk about. Almost a ton. Let's follow through and give it to you. In the Premier League, Burnley and Arsenal tied at 1. Southampton over Sheffield United, 2-0. Wolverhampton over Aston Villa tied at 0. Leicester City over Brighton and Hove Albion, 2-1. Scottish Premiership, Aberdeen and Hamilton Academical tied at 0. Motherwell 3, Livingston 1, Rangers 3, St. Mirren 0, Ross County 3, Kilmarnock 2, St. Johnstone 1, Hibernian nothing. In championship action, it was Watford 1, Nottingham Forest 0, Barnsley 1, Birmingham City 0, Queen's Park Rangers 2, Bristol City 0, Coventry City 1, Derby County 0, Blackburn Rovers 2, Millwall 0, Norwich City 3, Luton Town 0. Preston North End and Bournemouth tied at 1. Reading 3, Sheffield Wednesday 0, Stoke City 2, Wycombe 0, Swansea City 2, Middlesbrough 1. League 1, Gillingham 3, Ipswich Town 1, Accrington Stanley 2, Swindon Town 1. Blackpool and Wimbledon tied at 1. Burton Albion 2, Peterborough United 1, Doncaster Rovers 2, Plymouth Argyle 1, Hull City 2, Bristol Rovers 0, Lincoln City 3, Crewe Alexandra 0, Northampton Town 4, Portsmouth 1, Oxford United and Charlton Athletic double goose, Fleetwood Town 2, Shrewsbury Town 0, Sunderland 2, Rockdale 0, Wigan Athletic 3, Milton Keynes Dons 0. League 2 action, Exeter City 4, Leyton Orient 0, Barrow 2, Mansfield Town 0, Bradford City and Bolton tied at 1, Cambridge United and Walsall 1-0. Cheltenham Town 3, Port Vale 2, Newport County 2, Colchester United 0. Forest Green Rovers 2, Grimsby Town 1, Morecambe 3, Carlisle United 1, Oldham Athletic and Southend United, Goose Eggs. Salford City and Scunthorpe United tied at 1. Stevenage 1, Harrogate Town 0. Crawley Town 1, Tranmere Rovers 0. National League, Chesterfield 3, Yeovil Town 0. Dagenham and Redbridge and Borehamwood tied at 2. Bromley 2, Eastleigh 1. Soil Hill Moors and Maidenhead United tied at 1. Hartlepool United over Torquay United 1-0. Halifax Town over Wealdstone 2-1. Weymouth 0, Weymouth 1, Stockport County 0. Woking 3, Kingsland Town 0. Sutton United and Wrexham Goose Eggs. Scottish Championship, Alloa Athletic and Inverness tied at 1. Queen of the South and Arbroath 4-2. Heart of Midlothian 2. Dundee 1. Ayr United and Greenock Morton 2-0. Scottish League 1 action, Scottish League 2 action were all canned and postponed. So too the Highland League. In Surmu Premier action, Caernarfon Town and Aberystwyth Town 2-2. Barry Town over Sefton Druids 1-0. Connah's Quad Nomads 2, Newton Town 1. Pennybot 1, Flint Town United 0, Haverford West County 1, Cardiff 0, and the New Saints of Bellatown tied at Goose Eggs. Okay, the rest of this you can go to scoreboards.com and you can get more of this. Time is not reflective of all thus and thus and thus. In fact, speaking of thus, time we tell the tale and do the twirl. That's right, it's scoreboard time. It's scoreboard time. Scoreboard time. Hot fun in the scoreboard time. Hot fun in the scoreboard time. Yeah. That's right, folks. We'll check scoreboard. Then before we end our little show, we'll check on two of our friends, Mandy Summers and Wyatt Holiday, and their comic book equalists, Wart the Wizard 2, Portal of Echoes, and Wyatt Holiday's Eternal Armor. So if we're ready, let's get to it. Let's give you some action. That's right. One more. That's some good stuff. Basketball. Varese, an 89-74 winner over Sassari in Italy League action. Virtus Bologna over Venezia, 77-72. In Espanyol, in Spain, the ACB. Gran Canaria, 97. Estudiantes, 94 in overtime. Juventud Badalona over Basket Zaragoza, 100-95. Fuenlabrada over Gipuzkoa, 78-74. Swedish hockey, it was Malmo over Farjestad, 4-3. And in Finland, Helsinki over Hammarlina, 2-1. Ilves over JYP, 6-4. Karpat over Assat, 4-1. Kaupa over Kuku, 2-1. Pelicans over Luko, 1-0. Turku over Salpa, 6-1. And Tapra over Vasensport, 5-3. Japanese baseball preseason action. The Chunichi Dragons beat the Rakuten Golden Eagles 2-1. Hanshin Tigers over the Fukuoka Silverhawks 3-1. Yomiuri Giants over the Nippon Ham Fighters 7-2. All these games are either in the stages of closing or just beginning. Sixth inning, Cebu Lions over the Chibalate Marines 2-0. In the fifth inning, it's the Fukuoka Silverhawks over the Hanshin Tigers 4-1. Hiroshima Carp over the Kutz Swallows in the sixth inning 2-0. In the fifth, it's Nippon Ham Fighters down 3 to the Omuri Giants, 3-0. Omuri Giants lead. And also in the fifth inning, the Oric Buffaloes over the Yokohama Bay Stars by a score of 3-0. And in the second, early in, Chunichi Dragons and Rakuten Golden Eagles, scoreless. All right, let's get to the games that meant a lot. It's preseason baseball action for the Major League Baseball teams. Mets over the Astros 6-1. Nationals over the Marlins 5-3. Pittsburgh over the Yankees 3-2. Toronto over Philadelphia 7-1. White Sox over the Indians 7-0. Padres over the Dodgers, world champion defenders, 2-1. Kansas City Royals over San Francisco Giants 8-6. Texas Rangers a 7-6 winner over the Arizona Diamondbacks. California Angels losers to the Colorado Rockies by a score of 8-2. Chicago Cubs over the Brewers 3-1. Oakland A's and Seattle Mariners ended in a 1-1 tie, and the Tigers beat the Orioles 6-5. And for want of a better word or anything else that was better than, that's it, folks. We have done our duty and done it with a style all our own. That's right. And my cat, Uno, is happy that we're done here. Tomorrow, as we said, it's a red letter day, and it's a red jammies day. That's right, red flannel day for us. We will indeed be wearing them, so I hope everybody watches. And we will be on at midnight, right after the two shows we do for Spreaker.com, The Last Call Cafe at 11, followed by the Wrestle Anime Hut at 11:30. We both go live to tape at 11 and 11:30. They drop sometime within the week. But for everybody here, it's been great. It's been fun. I can't wait to do it again tomorrow in my red flannels. Yay. Thank you, everybody, for watching. This has been a presentation of Mr. Fine Creativity Productions. And once again, I overslayed because we got to do 2 updates. So let's do our updates right now while we have this moment of perpetual time. Now, Wart the Wizard, Mandy Summers sequel, The Portal of Echoes, is right now being backed, as I say. How good of a backing? How about this? $6,270. Now, of course, she'll be stretching the campaign in more days, so you got more days to perk that thing up to where it will be Wart the Wizard, the original. How about that one by Wyatt Holliday called Eternal Armor? How's that doing? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let's go to the Eternal one as we showcase that. Then we'll close out the show. I always forget about to do that. I always leave that for the best for last. And, well, that is truly the best for last. Let's give you the numbers and say our goodnights. Eternal Armor, 3,925 buckaroos. Applause to Wyatt. 22 days left in the campaign. It's obvious he may be stretching it as well. We'll just have to, as they say, wait and see. Oh, dear Lord. There we go. And that's it. We are done for the night. We are done for Saturday. We'll see you Saturday. We'll see you. No, we have seen you Saturday. It's time for us to say our good nights, and we'll be back on the air tomorrow at midnight, right after 2 of our podcasts get put in the soup. And that is, of course, Last Call Cafe on Spreaker.com at 11, and Last Call Cafe, and no, that's at 11. Last Call Cafe and Wrestle Anime Hut at 11:30. We'll see you at 12:05 a.m. for the best Sunday in sports ever. Now, I know I perked it up a bit with that, but hey, I mean it. Sundays are always great for sports. We hope you'll tune in. I'm Steve the Baxman Baxley. This has been a presentation of Mr. Fine Creativity Productions in association with the fine folks at the L2C Media Network and L2C Sports. We'll see you tomorrow. Steve Baxley from everybody here at Sports Final. Good night and blessings.